Hey, welcome to Vlog 9, it's Dwayne here, and I just wanted to share with you what I learned at Digital Matter Singapore, organized by Branded. I was kindly invited by my very well-connected friend Audrey Lim, who is also on social media, so if you want to follow a pretty girl, check out her details below in my description. But let's get to the meat of things, alright? So, what I learned from this 3 days from many different people, like, the brands were there, managers were there, online creators, content creators, as well as social platform companies. So all of them discuss certain things about how the digital environment is shaping up. So the first thing they say to online creators is that you want to be as authentic as possible because fans can sniff that out. They're really online because they're there for authenticity. It's a kind of new connection that TV, for example, cannot give you because there's that interactive value, there's that sort of honest, raw sort of feel. So you want to be as authentic as you can as you deliver your content. And working with brands is tricky because when you start to incorporate and sell these things to your fans or supporters or viewers, then they're going to be able to sniff it out. So stay true. Also, you want to make sure you have a story to tell. Something that's relevant is always interesting. And in this fast day and age, short form is also very important. People's attention span is not very high, so you want to keep your content as short as possible. But there's this whole debate. Sometimes long form also works. Sometimes you just have to trust your instinct, is what I learned. There's no hard and fast rule. They do say that it's like a 5-second, attention span, and if you're not interesting within that 5 seconds, then you kind of lose your audience. But at the same time, you don't want to just do crazy stuff just to attract your audience and have them stay. Audience retention on your videos are important, but at the same time, remember authenticity is important as well. And they also say consistency is important. So if you say release a video every week, try to keep it at the same time so audience know what to expect. But there are other vlogs or channels that also don't follow that rule and are successful. So it's really up to you to decide. And then there are different social platforms. Of course, the most popular ones are YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, but these are all different, and sometimes you don't have to be on all of them, but if you are, you also must understand that they may not be the same viewers that are watching or following. So sometimes the message has to change to suit the platform as well, because they're all very different. So it's important to learn each platform and understand how it works. Like Twitter, there's only a limited amount of characters that you can post. You can post links on it though, but on Instagram you can't post links, but you can post other things. So you got to study those platforms. And I'm on my journey as well, so it's been very interesting for me to learn all that kind of stuff. They didn't talk so much about these things, but this is some of the things that I myself feel like are important, and hopefully they can feature more of that. I also wanted to see more of like, the technical aspects of things being discussed, like does an online creator or a content creator need to learn technical skills in terms of video production, audio production, editing, things like that. They didn't discuss it as much, but I figure we would probably need to know some basics. So Final Cut Pro or whatever audio software would really help you in terms of making your content better. Quality is actually very important for online content, so you want to be as good in terms of quality as possible, or at least clear. No shaky cameras, no bad audio with bad background sound and stuff like that. That will really turn off your audience, and their attention span will be much shorter. Okay, so let's see. How to expand your reach. This is what I gathered. Sometimes you can have different bodies help you out. There are managers that can work with you in the later part of your career after you sort of take off a little bit more. MCNs are multi-channel networks that sign on different channels, so it forms a whole network. It's like a TV network. Instead, they work with YouTubers, for example, to help them collaborate, to help expand their audience with advertising and things like that, working with brands. That's what they do. In other ways, this is my own. Like, you can reach out about your channel to different forums, say on Reddit as well, different communities on Facebook, using hashtags appropriately. But there's also this thing about not wanting to spam, because if you keep spamming your own content and it comes across as pushy, then that's also a little bit, it doesn't look good. It's not nice for your imaging. So you got to be careful about that. And of course, you can learn all these things by looking it up online, how not to spam so much, how to work and integrate your content with the community. Yes, so engage and interact with your audience is also one thing. You can have a call to action whereby you like give away prizes or set up events, or ask for suggestions and things like that. So the interactivity is very important with your audience, and sometimes it's not about numbers. Views, for example, on your YouTube channel, you might be really upset if you don't get a lot of views, but sometimes the quality of the views is also very important, and brands and advertisers are learning now that it's not just views that are important, but the quality of the audience retention on your video and interactivity that are important. So brands don't always work with just high numbers in terms of views and analytics and stuff like that. But check your analytics. If you have a YouTube channel, check your analytics. If you have a SoundCloud channel, there's also analytics that you can look at, which give you data in terms of your demographic, who's watching, male, female, which countries they're from, how long they spend on your videos, how they came to your videos. That's all very interesting. So understand your audience is very important. And then this other interesting thing that I learned from two content creators that were at the workshop, Marcus and Alfie, they have a little bit of merchandising too. They are, of course, really popular, so they're able to sell to many people. But they have a book, and this is like a digital sort of savvy crowd, but yet they prefer, and they do much better selling a physical copy of a book, because there's so much intangible on social media that a physical copy of a book actually works. So they sell different things like books and t-shirts and things like that. So that's something to look into later on in your career as an online creator. And that's pretty much it. There's so much more I'm learning. Obviously I still have a growing channel with not so many viewers just yet, but I would love to talk to some of you guys out there who are watching this video, who are obviously also on your journey. Write to me. All my details are also below in the video, and we can share and talk about how to collaborate, or even just ideas about how to make this journey a better one and how to grow the online community. Alright, that's all from my vlog. Thanks for listening. I'm going to leave you guys with a clip from the conference, and I hope to hear from you guys. See you later.
Oh dear. Okay.
I just want to see my.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? If they're not gonna go away, then let's just let it be a four-person scene.
Do I feel bad that we outshine her at this stage? No.
You weren't expecting this from such a small audience.